everyone, this is Elisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you all so much for coming. I do enjoy showing off my makes, and I'm so glad you come week after week to see it. You can find me on social media. I am Anaya's Toy Box on Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry, and Etsy, and Pinterest, but I'm not on Pinterest much. Okay, so what have I been up to? I have 4 FOs to show you and 1 whip, so 5 projects. And the first one I'm going to show you is this. The dragon, he's done. He's got his wings, and I've sewn on all the spine, or whatever it's called, whatever. I had showed you up to here I had sewn on. I sewed on the rest. And here he is. This is a heavily modified version of the dragon by, I don't have the book. Oh, I do have it. It's a digital book, my one. I didn't buy the physical copy. So it'll take me a little bit to find out who the designer is. But it's from Unicorns and Dragons, book 3. So this is the dragon from book 3. Excuse me. I may edit that out because the cough that never goes away still hasn't gone away. All right, let me find the pattern. Give me a second. Okay, no, I'll keep talking. I wish I used bigger eyes. I don't have bigger eyes. Like, the whole reason I wanted to make a dragon was to use this eyes on a dragon. And so I used it, but I feel like it needed bigger eyes. Aren't they so cool? I bought them from Amazon. They're called Dragon Eyes. And they're amazing. I bought 2 sizes. This is the bigger size. And the smaller size is a 9mm. So this is 12mm. And this was designed by DIY Fluffies. Okay, so I did heavily modify it. I made this through color change. I made the foot. This is 2 pieces, but it was supposed to be 4 pieces. Like, each one of these were sewn on separately. I changed that and made the foot all 1 piece, including the toenails, and for both of them. And I made it so the hands were all in 1 piece, including the fingernails, where in the pattern they're individual. You have to sew them on. I did not want to sew them on. There are some stuff I couldn't get away with, like these spine or these ridges, whatever. They needed to be sewn on individually, and there was nothing I could do about it. And that's true for almost every dragon I've made. I've had to sew on the ridges individually. This was supposed to be 4 pieces. I turned it into 3 pieces, which meant a little less sewing. So I did modify it a lot. It should look mostly like the pattern was meant to do, because I tried to keep the feel of the pattern the same. I did sew the head on. It should have been more like that. But anyways, it is what it is. Here he is, all done. This took a lot of thought. It took a lot of time because I had to think about, how am I going to change this so it's less sewing? How am I going to change this so it's less sewing? How am I going to change these wings so it's less sewing? I had to think about it a lot, so there was a lot of pause in the work of this, so I could just figure out how to make it with less sewing. But it's done, all done. There's still a lot of pieces. Even with all the modifications that I did to the pattern, there is still a lot of pieces. Like, the body is sewn onto the head, the snout is sewn onto the head, the ears, of course, all these spine pieces. I'm not counting, I'm just telling. The tail is sewn on. The legs are 2 pieces, so each one of those are sewn onto each other and then sewn onto the body. And the arms are sewn on too. So there's still a lot of sewing. I just reduced it a bit. But anyways, it's done. I'm happy. I love it. And here he is, my little dragon. And second FO I have to show you is this rabbit. I wanted to make a rabbit because I bought these eyes. I bought these eyes from Temu. I actually should have done an unboxing of Temu because I only bought crochet related stuff. I bought yarn. I'm so excited about that yarn. I've used it before. I love the yarn and I couldn't find it anymore. And then I found this yarn in Temu under a different brand. And I'm like, I don't care about the brand. I like the yarn. But anyways, I got yarn and I got storage for my yarn. And I got these eyes. So there's like 3 sizes. I really like them. They're very cute. But what I don't like is this. It does not stay. I don't know how to fix that. Like, I guess I could glue it, but right now it might be too late. I'd have to glue it when I'm actually putting it on, and I'd have to put it on perfectly, because I have to admit that once I put it in, before I put the backing in, I did adjust the eyes so that it was, I'll have to figure it out. But anyways, these eyes came in 3 different sizes. This is the medium size. I don't know how many millimeters, it doesn't say, and I didn't measure. I guess I could. I won't take too long. Let me see. Do I have a measuring tape around here? I do. I have measuring tape here. So, it is about 2 millimeters. Here. Not 2, 20. 2 centimeters. 20 millimeters. Here. See? It's 2 centimeters, which is 2 millimeters. 20 millimeters, because it's by 10. So each one of these little lines, in case you ever wanted to know how to measure your eyes, these little lines here in the centimeter things represent millimeters. So not the ones with the numbers, not the big ones, but the tiny ones here. So the long one is 5. And so if you measure it, you'll see it's 2 centimeters, which is 20 millimeters. And you could count those lines, and there's 20. Anyways, I made this. This is a pattern from Furls. I will link it down below. It's a free pattern. I think it was a Cal at some point. It's an Eastern pattern, but I love bunnies. I do. I don't care if it's Easter. And seriously, I don't even celebrate Easter, so who cares about when I'm making it? It's not, for me, meant for Easter. I don't celebrate Easter, and I love bunnies, so I made this. It took 1 whole skein of this. It was basic stitch in the colorway gray white and a bit. So I had 2 skeins of these. It doesn't have that much yardage. It's got only 157 yards. It's 3 ounces of yarn, 85 grams. So I managed to do everything else, but I needed the second skein for the feet. I don't know what I'm going to do with the second skein now that there's not much yarn. Anyways, I made this. I enjoyed him. He's cute. And he's here, and I got to look at the eyes. Did you see what happened to the eyes? That's annoying. That's annoying. I was really excited about those eyes too. I'll see. I'll still use it. But that is annoying. Okay, so this is a project I showed you last week. I had just started it. I had tried to knit it, and knitting was not working, so I crocheted it. This is double crochet. It's almost all double crochet. I did add some puff stitches here and there when I was bored of doing double crochet. As you can see, I didn't count stitches. I just worked on it, and I have a definite St. Andreas fault. I think it's because of the puffs, because it started at the puff here, and it probably put things off. But it's okay. It's not that bad. I mean, you can really see it on camera, but in real life, you don't really see it. So anyways, it's for my daughter. It's a slouchy beanie. I should have taken a picture of her wearing it. She's already worn it. It's already hers. I had to say, hey, give me the hat so I can show it off. And here it is. It's done. I showed you probably up to here before. Like, I just started it, and I finished it. So my last defo, which I haven't weaved in the ends, are these little scrubbies. They're not really scrubbies. These are makeup wipes. And I'm making them for my colleague whose birthday is this week. I might make a matching washcloth. I might not. This might be it. Obviously, I'm going to weave in the ends before I give it to her, but I'm going to give it on Wednesday. So even though I didn't weave in the ends, I'm showing it to you now. Well, I would have showed it anyways, even though, but you're not going to see it again. So these are, it's simple. There's no pattern, but I'll just tell you, it's 12 double crochets in a magic ring, and then a round of increase, and then with double crochet, a round of increase with double crochet, and then with single crochet, I did single crochet increase 12 times until I got this. So these are it. So those are all my FOs. Ooh, I feel like my hijab is falling off. It's probably because I didn't tie my hair up. I know you can't tell, but I can. I can tell. I'm a little uncomfortable. But anyways, the last thing I have to show off is my whip. And this whip is the It Calls Me shawl. And I got a bit done. Last time I showed it to you, I was, There's a big hole here, and my stitch marker, even though it's big, keeps wanting to fall into the hole. But here it is. There's my stitch marker. That's where I was last time I showed it to you. And now I've gotten this much done. Isn't it so pretty? I love the shawl. Oh my gosh, I can't show you though. This is not, I mean, I'm not done yet. I still have to do a lot more. I have 2 skeins of Hirschner's Mill-End yarn, Mystery Mill-End yarn, set aside to do this. I might use 2 skeins. I probably won't use a whole 2 skeins. I'll probably use 1 skein and a half maybe. But anyways, this is it. I'm still on the first skein. I am finished, I believe, with the flower section, and I have a lot of this section left to go, or this section. I have quite a bit of it left to go, and then I'll start the border. The border is also huge, and I'm loving the shawl. Isn't it so pretty? Oh, I do really regret not using a 5mm hook. I should have used a 5mm hook on this thing. It would have looked so much better. It would have been more drapey, because right now it's got some heft to it. And I think it might have already anyways, but with a 5mm hook, it would have been much more drapey, or drapier. I used a 4mm hook against what I usually do, because with sport weight yarn, when I'm making shawls, I usually use a 5mm hook. Because the pattern says to use a 4mm hook. And I thought, okay, since I only have a little bit of yarn, I'm not sure if I have enough yarn. That's before I decided to put in the second skein of yarn and like put it aside in here. I might not have enough yarn to finish this, so I better, what is going on with this? So I should, use the smaller hook, because then it'll go longer, the yarn will last longer. And that's what it's saying, except she made this with lace weight yarn. I don't have lace weight yarn. I would have loved to make this with lace weight yarn if I had it, but I don't have lace weight yarn. I have this. This is probably a 2-weight yarn or a sport weight yarn. This is my yarn from Hirschner's. It is the one my son said was perfect, and I'll show it to you, but I'm not taking it out of the bag because it's going to fall apart. But I'm on the blues. It's going to switch to black, and then under it I have a black and gray skein for this, and it's going to be so pretty. I think it's going to be so pretty. I can't wait to see this finished. I can't wait to see this finished. It's beautiful. Sorry, you just need silence during, well, my son is munching. I don't know if you're hearing that, but I'm hearing it. You might be hearing it, but silence just to enjoy this pretty shawl. I am loving it. Anyways, right now this is the only whip I have, which honestly is not going to last long. I'm going to pick up another whip maybe today, maybe tomorrow, and I know because I know me. I can't stick with one project at a time. I need to be working on multiple projects. So I did purchase, because I fell into the trap of buying from a sale, a pattern, a fox. And I probably will start that within a day or two, because I made a promise. This is not judging anyone. This is about me, myself, and I. I get anxiety when I have a lot of patterns to be made that I paid for. I just do. I've been working through all my patterns. I'm on my last one, and I thought I'd start that now, but I bought this pattern, so I'll probably start that one instead. I'm down to 1. I have 1 pattern that I have paid for and have had for a long time that I haven't made. And now I have a second pattern that I just bought that I haven't made. And I mean, that one I bought the pattern, but I'm working on it, so I'm not counting that one. I need to make that fox, and I'll make it probably next. I already pulled the yarn for it. I just, finished this yesterday, and so I'll probably be wanting to make an amigurumi soon. Let's admit it. I will be wanting to make an amigurumi soon. And I know I should be working on the Griffin, which is my last pattern. I'm going to be so relieved. The anxiety that weighs me down a little bit every time I think of those patterns is going to be gone, because I don't have them anymore. Any pattern that I have made, I have made, except for that. Once that one's done, I can't wait. I can't tell you how much I can't wait. That anxiety is going to go away. But I probably will work on the fox first. I probably will. I am not looking forward to it. It's another Megan Lap or Crafty Intentions pattern. And knowing her, like, her patterns are intricate, but it's probably going to have wire work in it. There was a time I'd put wire in all my dolls, although those were easy to put, not like the Megan Lap patterns. I put wire on all my dolls. Now I don't want to deal with wires anymore. You know? Anyways, that's all I gotta say. I hope you enjoyed my video and my makes. I am so happy with how the rabbit turned out. I wasn't sure about it, but I really, really wanted to use those eyes. And I used them, and now it's beautiful. I love the eyes. I love that they move. I really don't love that they move. But it is what it is. I need to figure out how I'm going to use it. I mean, I could use fabric glue on it as I'm putting it on. And then let it dry before I stuff the head. Anyways, it's going to take some thought. I need to figure it out. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe. Bye.